Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen, right? Now, if you are going to do a bit of business in the chaos, the madness, bruv, that is 2020, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. Good afternoon, welcome to Thursday in Lions TV Towers. I've not even double booked myself, I've not even triple booked myself, I've quadruple booked myself today. So if that's spinning your head out a bit in the background and it seems like we're set out for a Lions lounge, it's because we are. I interviewed Jason Van Blurt this morning, I'm interviewing Casey Keller tonight, and there's no one switching it all back round again. So it is what it is for this pre-match prediction, which is, of course, Saturday's trip to newly promoted, undefeated in the Championship after one game, Rotherham United. We travelled here on Saturday, Gary Rowett and his band of merry men searching for our first win in the division. As always, let's start by taking a look at the 11 that the gaffer may pick to start the match. So I'm going to come out and say it for the first time in a long time, I think this is the most clear-cut 11, the most obvious 11 that we could pick, and I think a lot of you are going to agree. Based on what I saw in the first game and then what I saw in the Cup against Cheltenham on Tuesday night. Again, I know that was league opposition, but Mahoney was absolutely just different gravy. It was unbelievable, and he needs to start games, and I'll keep backing him, especially now he started following me on Instagram. Cheers, Connor, for that one. So, the team for me has to be this. The big dog, Bolkowski, in goal. Three centre-backs, Murray Wallace, Jake Cooper and Sean Hutchinson. Marlon Romeo, right wing-back. Scott Malone, left wing-back. Two central midfielders of Ryan Woods and, wait for it, Ryan Leonard. With Jeb Wallace on the left, Connor Mahoney on the right. And up front, the goal machine. Just look at his record, it speaks for itself. Mateo Smith, the absolute giant. Honestly, in my book, it is absolutely crystal clear that needs to be the team. And I'll tell you why. I've written the team down there, then I've circled certain players to tell you why I would pick them. Then I've pretty much circled all the players because it should be, by now, pretty much self-explanatory. Bart's our main man in goal, plus pretty much the only fit goalkeeper in the club. So even if it wasn't by default, he's still the main man. Bart in goal. Marlon Romeo looked brilliant when he came back the other night, and he's definitely not lost any of his sharpness or his edge. So Marlon Romeo's got to start right wing back. Scott Malone's been our best player in the two competitive games we've played so far prior to Cheltenham. So he has to play. He was rested on Tuesday. I imagine that's why, because we want him firing for Saturday. Three centre-backs. I've made my mind up on this finally. Murray Wallace, left side. Jake Cooper, central. And Sean Hutchinson right side. And the reason that Alex Pearce isn't in that is because I want Jake Cooper central. For two reasons. One, he's our best defender by an absolute mile. And he's a very, very exciting talent. And two, when we played the three centre-backs, which, by the way, it was three centre-backs against Cheltenham. Don't worry about what iFollow says. You can see by the way we're setting up. You have one centre-half, and then the other two almost go and play like full-backs and get high and get wide. Now, if Murray Wallace is going to be that left-handed side wing-back, centre-back, then he plays wide and he can get a little bit higher. And that keeps him out on the left a bit. No disrespect to Murray, not in the core of what's going on. It also means that Jake Cooper isn't playing left wing and trying to take people on and have shots from the corner flag. So that restricts Cooper a bit going forward on the ball, which the only setback to his game would be that sometimes he does scare me when he goes on these gallivanting runs. Right, two central midfielder. Ryan Woods is the main man. Ryan Leonard, again, listen, people say, oh, he won't admit he's wrong. I was wrong. I wasn't wrong. I was right. Because under Harris, it was never going to work. But he is a man rejuvenated, a man reinvented almost under Gary Rowett, and he is the one that knows and understands that position so well. He gets forward, he takes shots. I don't care about stray passes. As long as I can come off the pitch, I'm not on the pitch. If I was on the pitch, as long as I can turn the TV off at the end of the game, as long as I can walk out the den at the end of the game and say, Ryan Leonard did this today, Ryan Leonard did that today. That's all I want, and he gives it his all, and you can't knock him for it. And he has to be the first name on the team sheet, along with Ryan Woods. Then, okay, these are forward-thinking players. Mason Bennett, he's going to be a good player for us. He still isn't fit. He needs to get fit. He needs to get a rocket up his arse. I wouldn't start him. I'd be tempted to start him or Jed, because as far as I'm concerned, neither of them are firing. That could be an unpopular opinion. I'll put Jed on the left. Mahoney has got to play on the right. Mahoney is a better footballer than Jed Wallace. Whether you want to hear or appreciate that or accept it or think I'm crazy, that's up to you. But Jed has got magical moments. Magic moments. What's that from? Anyway, Jed's got magical moments on the ball, but what he does also get is a rush of blood to the head. That's why when he did a brilliant turn the other day against Stoke, instead of composing himself and bending one or striking one, he absolutely head loss balloon a doodie over the summit of the kitchen, and it's still travelling down Hildon Road. So He's exciting, Jed, yes. He's got magical moments, as I've said. But he hasn't got the composure and the outright brilliance and technical brilliance that Mahoney's got. And I know I keep banging the drum. I keep banging the Conor Mahoney drum. I've been doing it for a long time, but now he's actually played well and showed you what he's got. I can bang it even harder. So, Mahoney should play on the right. Now, I'd play Mahoney in a 10, but we don't play a 10. So I'm going to get that out of my head and forget about that for a minute, because he will play 3 at the back against Rotherham. And again, our away form, you can't knock it. I'd play Mahoney on the right, because although he started on the right on Tuesday, he didn't really play right, did he? He came central, he dropped deep, and he will be a pivotal part to the thing that I keep saying we can't do, and a lot of you probably will agree with. We can't link the midfielders with the forwards. And Mahoney was doing that brilliantly. He was drifting central. He just basically had a free roll. And listen, let's have it right. He's not going to track back. His defensive duties are absolutely... If his ability's on the ball going forward a 10, his defensive duties are probably 2. He doesn't track back. He can't put a tackle in, really. No, it's not his game. His game is going forward. So I'd have him on the right. And then up front, Matt Smith. If you follow Jake Sanders on Twitter, you've only got to look at Matt Smith's record since coming to Millwall. The man scores goals. Okay, he may not track back. Okay, he may not run, chase down into channels and close down fullbacks. But at the end of the day, I want my centre forward to score goals. And Matteo Smith, with his new beautiful long highlighted hair locks, it's exactly what he does. He scores goals. So for me, that absolutely has to be the starting 11. That is very much short story long, but I keep doing that lately. I just love to talk, don't I? So for me, that has to be the starting 11. And if we do that and go with that, we can't go far wrong. So let's move on to our opposition. It is, of course, Rotherham United, managed by Paul Wall. They was promoted last season after only one season, I believe, in League One. Last time we went there, we lost by 1-0. That was on a freezing cold and soaking wet Sunday. So I know lockdown isn't the greatest thing in the world and we don't all appreciate it, but at least we haven't got to go to Rotherham away this year. Although, to be fair, we'd all probably kill to be there Saturday, wouldn't we? Rotherham won their first game of the season away at newly promoted also Wycombe Wanderers. It was a game that didn't sound like it was the most fantastic game you'd ever be at or watch. The ball was only in play for 35 minutes of the total 90. So I don't know what was going on there. Well, I do know what's going on there. The ball wasn't in play. So obviously lots of long balls getting shipped, lots of balls going astray. And as a result, I think Rotherham played direct, like we used to. The ball only spent 35 minutes. That's less than half of it. You do the math. In play last Saturday. But they got the victory on the board and they'll be confident of us going to there and trying to get a result. The one to watch for them is a different one. It's going to be a goalkeeper. It's Jamal Blackman. If you remember him, he is still a Chelsea player, by the way. Came through the youth system at Chelsea. He's been a Chelsea first team squad member since 2012. Never played for the club. It was on loan in the 2016-17 season, I believe. No, the 17-18 season, when we played away at Sheffield United, they went 1-0 up and then Steve Morrison equalised. He's a good goalkeeper, 6'6". He can't make the grade at Chelsea, but for some reason he's in some sort of prison sentence there. They won't let him go. They've loaned him out to Rotherham, but he's a good cat in my opinion, and he will be the one to watch possibly thwart us this Saturday at the New York Stadium. So this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. I am going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a... Dare I say 0-0 again? I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, just in the interest of some excitement for the £10 that we keep paying and I follow. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw with Conor Mahoney. Who else? My boy Conor, to get the goal in a 1-1 draw. It's a result I think both teams will be happy with. It's our first away game, as I said, and you'd always take a point away from home regardless of the opposition. And Rotherham winning their first game at home, taking 4 from their first 2, I think they'll be absolutely over the Kenneth Boone about that one. So 1-1 this Saturday in Rotherham. So that's your lot for this pre-match prediction. My energy level seems to have gone to the next level today. My absolute head's gone here. I don't know why. It's energy to burn at the minute all of a sudden. So, yeah, sorry if I was a little bit overexcitable, but I'll hopefully get rid of the rest of this energy tonight when I interview Casey Keller at 9 o'clock. Can't wait for that one. A little bit nervous for that one, but I will be there, ready and prepped to speak to the American with a mullet. Millwall's greatest ever goalkeeper in my lifetime. Yeah, probably more than likely, but don't tell Tony Warner I said that, for fuck's sake, he'll kill me. There is a fan score predictions from the other boys at Lions TV that's gone out at the same time as this video, and if you think you know what the score is going to be, do not be shy to put it in the comments below. I'll see you Saturday. It's a possibility I'm going to do a live stream watch along following on from Tuesday's success against Cheltenham. I think I'll be live streaming again, possibly with the young apprentice, and there'll be full-time reactions, fan cams, all that out. Let's get a win on the board, boys. Come on, Saturday's the one. Please, Saturday, let it be the one. I will see you in and around it somewhere. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.